Welcome back. I'm next weather meteorologist Lisa Meadows. Been tracking this hurricane, Hurricane Melissa. This is a live picture looking out to Jamaica right now, where we have major wind and also major waves here from this storm. So here's the latest when it comes to Hurricane Melissa. It is now a Category 4 storm, winds of 145 miles per hour. That's your max wind, with a pressure of 921 millibars. Now, when this storm made landfall earlier today, here's where we have Jamaica. This is a satellite picture of the storm. It did so as a Category 5 storm. That's 5 out of 5 on the Saffir-Simpson scale, a major hurricane. And it was also at a millibar pressure of 892. And what is important with that, why you might be hearing the terms historical with this, when it comes to hurricanes, the lower the pressure, the stronger the storm. And so this actually ties a record when it made landfall at that low pressure for being one of the lowest pressures of a storm making landfall in the Atlantic on record. And that is why we anticipate a lot of damage is coming out of this storm. So this is the loop, and before the storm, as it was making landfall, we had that defined eye. Now, storms feed off of these warm sea surface temperatures. They're like heat engines. That's how they run. Well, once they make their way into land, that helps to kind of cut off some of that energy. And so that's why one of the reasons why we see a diminish in the storm intensity as it continues to move across land, like it is doing so right now here in Jamaica. The movement of the storm to the north-northeast, 8 miles per hour, slow moving storm, right? So dumping all that rain here over Jamaica. Here's what's next. Hurricane warnings are in place. We've got Jamaica. Up next, we have Cuba. This is where we have another hurricane warning in place. And then to the north of that, the islands between Turks and Caicos and also the Bahamas. So the storm is forecast to continue to move to the north. As it does so, it'll make its way into Cuba here tomorrow morning with winds of 140 miles per hour. Still a strong hurricane, Category 4 hurricane forecast there. And looking at the potential of up to 16 inches of rainfall coming, and also an 8 to 12 foot storm surge with the storm as it makes its way to Cuba. Then down to a Category 3 as it moves to the islands to the north and continue to make its way out across the Atlantic as we continue to see the storm that will then diminish and also kind of die out. So the one positive thing of this storm, not an issue at least for America, but still lots of damage that will be reported coming out of the storm, especially in Jamaica.
Yeah, especially as we heard earlier in this hour that the infrastructure there, I mean, when you're talking about 185-mile-an-hour wind, that's not going to survive.
I did an interview yesterday with someone from Jamaica, and he said that exact same thing. The materials that they make those roofs and the buildings out of definitely cannot withstand that type of wind.
Yeah, and like you heard them say, most places can't.
Yeah.
So we appreciate it. Lisa, thank you so much.